This video will show the steps involved in our amazing garage transformation project. It includes installation of garage tiles to complement the wall colors, a PVC slat wall system for better organization of tools and other items, new garage cabinets for supplies and tool storage, a multicolor paint scheme with bold colors to enhance the appearance, hidden wiring and LED light installation. Like many garages, ours was a total mess before this transformation. There was clutter everywhere with exposed low-voltage wiring. Our tool organization was messy, and our cabinets were outdated. The epoxy paint on the floor was starting to flake off, but the floor itself was in good condition. The first step was to hide all the wires and cables behind the drywall. This was the most time-consuming phase of the project. We also removed the old cabinets and started to clear out the garage. For us, the exposed wires from low-voltage lighting, irrigation systems, and security cameras had to be hidden. We also added new outlets, repaired plaster where it was damaged, and added LED recessed lighting. We installed an in-wall media enclosure to hide the network hardware. After completing all the wiring and plaster repairs, we sealed the walls with primer and started to paint, beginning with the ceiling. We had some unused boxes of tiles and decided to tile the water heater base and the garage vent openings. We painted the walls with semi-gloss paint using 4 colors: medium gray, charcoal gray, red, and added a black stripe. The PVC slat walls are installed by locating and marking the wall studs, and then installing the bottom section of the slat wall level and fastened with supporting screws into the stud. The other sections are then added, and then the remaining screws are fastened to the stud. To add the black stripe, we added 2 strips of painter's tape, painted up to the tape edge with the opposing colors, then painted the black stripe and removed the tape while the black paint was still wet. We also added a ceiling-mounted LED light to the garage door opener using a bulb power adapter to brighten up the garage as we enter with our cars. The light is triggered by the garage door opener, either manually or automatically when the garage door is opened. If you install one of these LED lights and connect it to the garage door opener, make sure that the LED light does not exceed 100 watts. Otherwise, you risk damaging the relay that switches the light on/off in the garage door opener circuit board. We then install our TV, amplifier, and speakers to the wall. We finish our painting by sealing the concrete base of the garage wall. Since the top edge of these bases are rarely straight or level, we striped about an inch above the base as shown. With 80% of the effort completed, we are ready to install tiles. We are using Swisstrax Diamondtrax 12, also known as Speedway tiles, and our design uses 4 colors. If your flooring design is complex, make sure that you have the design pattern with you when you install the tiles. The tiles are interlocking, and we are using felt landscaping fabric as an underlayment to dampen foot traffic noise. We start at one edge with the loop side out and up and work our way row by row. Since we have a 30-inch offset at the third garage, we have to offset the tiles by 6 inches. The 6-loop interlock system of these tiles allows us to offset the tiles by 6 inches as shown. A solid color, red, is used in the design to separate the third garage. A 1/2-inch expansion gap is required between all garage walls, posts, and rails. The final step is to cut the last row of tiles, leaving the expansion gap. A wood trim was installed around the garage support post to cover the 1/2-inch expansion gap. Since the snap-on ramps supplied by Swisstrax cannot be used on the cut edge of a tile, a stick-on door threshold was used around the side garage door for a better finish. Tile installation took about 8 hours for our 3-car garage, using our design pattern. The new garage cabinets arrive on a pallet. The boxes are unpacked and the cabinets are inspected for damage. You need to report any damage back to the supplier within 24 hours for resolution. We had no major issues and began to install the cabinets. Wall studs need to be located and marked for the cabinet installation. The cabinets are leveled and then attached to the studs. We used a furring strip attached to the studs at the top since our wall was not straight. After the cabinets were installed, we then added a slat wall backsplash to hang tools for easy access. The final step was to bring all our garage items back in and reorganize. So you may be wondering, how much did this all cost? The project was done in February and March of 2025. The electrical wiring, plaster repair, paint, and slat wall system cost approximately $700 in material and represented 80% of the effort. The flooring cost approximately $1,900 in material and represented 10% of the effort. The cabinets cost us $2,000 in material and represented 10% of the effort. So the total for this DIY project was approximately $5,600 in March 2025 for our garage transformation. I have to say that this was one of the most difficult DIY projects we ever planned and executed. The wiring and plaster repairs were extremely physically challenging. Fishing wires through crawl spaces in a garage ceiling is not pleasant work. In the end, however, we are extremely pleased with the results. We hope this video was informative and you have an idea of the results you can achieve on your own. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and thanks for watching.